Chapter 32, Joe. It's still Friday. Dylan Samreen jumps out of a black Mercedes 3 cars down the line. It has one of those vanity license plates you have to pay extra for. It says, "Envy me." Inside, I can see his mother looking in the mirror on the back of the sun visor as she puts on her lipstick. My mom only wears lipstick when she's going out to a party. She looks better without it. The wind is blowing and it's really pouring now. Everybody is honking their horns because Ravi's mom's minivan is blocking traffic. "Do you need your plugs?" my mother asks me. I shake my head. "I'm okay." "Pop the trunk, Mom!" Dylan shouts, banging his fist on the roof of the black Mercedes. "Mom! Are you deaf? I said pop the trunk!" The trunk finally opens and Dylan leans in and pulls out a big cardboard box. He wraps his arms around it and walks away without bothering to close the trunk. Mom and I look at each other. Then I run over and close the trunk. Mrs. Samreen doesn't say anything. She just flips her visor back up and drives away. "Have I already told you that I think you are one terrific kid?" my mom says a minute later as we walk through the front door. She heads off to the cafeteria, and I start walking down the hall toward room 506. Ravi is walking in front of me. He has pulled off his weird red hat and is trying to comb his hair down flat with his fingers. It's not working too well. Dylan Samreen is standing by the door when we get there. "Morning, ladies," he says, flashing one of his evil crocodile grins. "Welcome back." We both ignore him. Ravi goes straight to his desk. I notice he's carrying a small package wrapped in the same kind of brown paper his math notebook was covered with. I put my hand in my pocket and feel the little glass dish. It had seemed like such a good idea when I told my mom about it in the car. But now I'm not so sure. What if nobody gets it? "Before we begin, boys and girls," Mrs. Beam announces, "I'd like for you to place your personal reflection objects on your desks and bring your explanation cards up here and put them in this basket." There's no turning back now. I hang up my raincoat and carry the glass dish over to my desk. Then I dig around in my backpack until I find the plastic bag containing my object. I had picked it based on its perfect shape and color. After examining it carefully to make sure it hadn't cracked or chipped on the way to school, I put it in the dish and take the index card with my sentence written on it up to Mrs. Beam. "I'm looking forward to seeing what you brought today, Joe," she says as I drop my card into the basket. Then she smiles at me. I don't know why, but there is something about that smile that gives me hope. Maybe Mrs. Beam will like the idea I came up with for my project. Maybe she'll realize that I'm not really a pain in the neck who doesn't pay attention. Maybe she'll even write something nice about me on my report card at the end of the year, the way Mr. Barnes did. But apparently none of those maybes are supposed to happen, at least not to me, because when I get back to my seat, the little glass dish is empty.